Hi, this is a new episode of Cambridge Institute channel, and today we're going to talk about Robin Hood. Robin Hood is one of the most enduring and versatile folk heroes in popular culture in England. This video will explore who Robin Hood is and some of the ways in which the story has changed over time to reflect the ideals and preoccupations of the age. It will also pose the question of why has this story retained its significance. Whilst the tale of Robin Hood has been adapted many times over time, the basic plot goes something like this. Robin Hood was an outlaw from Nottingham who stole from the rich and gave to the poor. Many versions of the tale suggest he is aged around his 20s, whilst others suggest that he is more into his 30s. Notably, he is often portrayed as a champion archer who dresses in green forest colours. The origin of this tale remains largely obscure, but many historians date it from around the reign of King John, one of the most controversial monarchs of medieval England. Yet it has many variations. At a time when there was deep agrarian discontent with the feudal system in the 14th century Britain, Robin Hood was hailed as an anti-establishment rebel who murdered government agents and anti-establishment rebels. However, later in the 19th century, at a time of less social upheaval, Robin Hood is portrayed as a dispossessed aristocrat with a heart of gold and a love interest, Maid Marian. What is particularly significant about this tale is that it gives an insight into public perceptions about the government. Whereas in later reigns, such as Henry II, outlaws were conceived as villains, Robin Hood was heralded as a popular hero, revealing that the public had come to view the government as tyrannical. This means that the government was seen as abusing its power. By this measure, it was the role of the outlaw to seek justice and redress by other means, of which were often violent and merciless, yet honourable. In the tale of Robin Hood, the forest has a central place. During the Middle Ages, the forest existed as vast areas of cultivated land owned by the king and governed by harsh and unpopular laws under which there was no appeal. Yet the very remoteness of the forest offered an excellent hiding place for fugitives. Whilst it remains impossible to locate Robin Hood geographically, Sherwood Forest in Nottingham is the most commonly cited as his home. Why has the story endured over time? For me at least, it seems as though Robin Hood remains so popular because he represents the ordinary man who was brave enough to take on the government for its abuses of power with much courage in the face of adversity for the good of society. He thus retains significance as a symbol for justice against oppressive rule.